Hello and welcome to a very special episode, not episode, but cast of KiP. Because yes, you can see we're in the same studio. Isn't that right, KiP?
This is absolutely true, JPS. It's a pleasure and honor to be here with you.
Yeah, I absolutely agree. And what kind of game do we have today, KiP?
Today we have a UGC Platinum game between the Syndicate and Maxlander, two of the top North American Highlander teams. So it should be pretty good. We were on Lakeside. King of the Hill Lakeside took place a couple weeks ago, but should be a very good matchup.
Yes, so let's go right into that match. You do the countdown, KiP.
All right. 3, 2, 1. And here we go. Slowly, I'm going to watch the rollout of Soup, who is an excellent demo for the Syndicate, getting to mid. I'm actually sending stickies over the battlements before he gets to mid and sending him pretty far, doing a lot of damage.
Of course, Prosperity is running the Kritzkrieg, the medic for not the Syndicate.
That would be Maxlander. You could just call them Max. So far, Syndicate is getting good presence on the point, and Demo Man for Max going down immediately, so not having that presence on the point is going to be significant. Also, TS doing a good job occupying the pool house right now, although Soldier got in, but he's down.
Nice little bomb here by Max's Soldier, actually getting the medic there. That was some nice little Soldier bombing. Crits popped for Max, as the Syndicate is in blue, of course, and Max is in the red.
Only 3 up right there as they popped that crit, so kind of a last-minute desperation move as they tried to push in. And Hein went down for the Syndicate, so just now respawning. Also running the crits, I believe. Yes, also on the crits.
So we're just watching Max get into position here, and why don't you go over the rosters real quick, as we have...
Yes, of course, we can go over the rosters. The Syndicate, we of course have Stabby on Spy, Ruin is on Scout, Dave is Engineer, Hein is Medic, Jake is Sniper, Snake Kryptonite is Soldier, Polk is Heavy, TMP is Pyro, and Soup is Demo. Excellent lineup for the Syndicate, a super team almost, if you will. They've been doing very good, and we're undefeated at this point in the season.
Yeah, they're still undefeated, aren't they?
Shh, you're not supposed to say that.
Yeah, until this match.
Oh, until this match, yes.
Obviously.
Obviously. Anyway, here comes Max with the crit. Doing a nice job taking down a Hein right there, coming in from behind, also finishing off Soup. Doing a good job destroying the Syndicate's defense right there, pushing on to point, capping it very handily. But will he be able to hold on to it? Ruin is still on the point, and of course Ruin, one of the top scouts in North America, excellent sixes player, transferring to Highlander this season, or just in the off-season of ESCA, so definitely have to watch out for him.
Yeah, he has a reputation that he is so good, so he basically gives the pushing cart duty to the Soldier. He's like, you man, no man, I'm so good, you can't afford me to have me on the cart. You got to do it yourself, man.
That's
how good Ruin is, man. He is just insanely good.
Like a boss.
So we're seeing Heine here about 70% on that Kritzkrieg, healing his Soldier and staying behind the point here. Currently, Max is currently owning the point right now. Yeah, as we have Jake here, Prodigy Sniper in a Sniper versus Sniper battle here on the left-hand side. The Soldier comes out on top of that one. Nice crits here coming in, some nice sticky bombs. Perfect arc, but unfortunately doesn't connect. And a crit rocket barely misses the Sniper for Max here, which is bruh. But then the Soldier's like, yeah, I'm just going to jump up and kill you anyway.
Prosperity Medic was had crits at the same time. Super hurt, got down to about 4 health, but managed to survive. So he is at crits right now, and that'll be coming in very quickly, probably on... I don't even know who the demo is, because the name is blacked out, so...
So while there's a little downtime, why don't you go over the Max's roster?
Well, actually, here's the crits going on in the pool house. We'll see if they can do it, and no, Demo Man for Max goes down. So, yeah, there is downtime now that failed. No, we've seen Prosperity on Medic. Big block name, I don't know what it is, on Demo Man. Captain is Pyro. Blaze is Soldier. Bro Whale. Oh, we actually have a crits going on from Hein in the pool house. Not a whole lot happening right there. Alpha, sorry, not Bro Whale. Alpha is on Scout. Well, is that team? Is on Sniper, Dagon, Graug is on Heavy, and then Yamaji is on Engineer. Also a sort of, I don't want to say stacked, but supreme, super team of sorts. So it should be a really good battle.
Yeah, of course. Max being like a super team, but the Syndicate being a super team in many different ways. Because Dave, he is just an engineer genius.
Oh, love Dave. Love Dave.
Like, he puts a sentry in a spot you go like, oh yeah, that's no way that's gonna work. And then he makes it work somehow. And here we have the crits popped on the guy that has... Should we just call him White? Because that's on my HUD.
We're getting word in stream that it is Umph, who is, you know, one of the top demo men again. So not surprising that he says Umph, UNF.
Oh, all right, gotcha.
Yeah.
Like the techno song.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So we are seeing the Syndicate here putting some pressure back on the point. Paul currently by himself and in the red, going to be falling back, and a lot of players really in the red health there, as both Ruin and Snake gets taken out, and Pyro here is going to try and deny the point for a little bit, and Soldier here actually gets the heavy off the point, so it buys a little bit of time here, getting as much second delayed as they possibly can.
The time's pretty even right now.
Oh, dude, I didn't know that. TMP actually could flare jumped on that palm there. I didn't know he could do that.
Oh, wow.
So he's a Pyro in a tree.
That's pretty
right now,
cute.
and he's going to be jumping down and burning this. Oh, dude, the heavy didn't even see him, and he gets the extinguish on Dagon Kraug GG Max. Nice work there, and it's stabby, of course, just stabbing absolutely everyone before he gets brutally murdered himself.
And so here comes another crit popped on Soup as he goes and gets a sentry gun, but not a lot of casualties or kills in there as the Syndicate is being pushed away from the point. Just got some respawns, but don't have a lot of presence on the point right now, so this would be a great time for Maxlander to push, and looks like that's exactly what they're doing, have their heavier classes and the sniper on the point. Oh, but here comes Polk, actually Polk going down, so no heavy for the Syndicate.
Dagon Crow, GG is actually a bit of a roll here, but then he gets taken up by Ruin. Of course, Ruin, you know, hitting a heavy is not that hard because they're so big and easy to hit, and Ruin's just such a good scout that he can pull them apart. And look at Ruin, it took like 6 of Max's players just to get a hold of Ruin because he's so good at dodging, you know, that's just insane.
We almost see an alpha.
And once again, we see the Pyro extinguish the Fat Man once again. So the Pyros are also doing surprisingly well here, and Hero Mode Heavy doesn't save the day, and the Syndicate takes it up 1-0.
Stabby, top scoring right there.
So if you take a look at the scores, they are fairly similar, except that Dave has a ton of points.
Oh my
because
goodness.
that's the engineer he is.
That's just...
So what would you classify Dave besides, you know, genius?
Genius. He really knows how to make use of unlocks. I've seen him use the Eureka effect to such great advantage, and he just knows his positioning so well. On King of the Hill, it's so tough for an Ingy to get points, but he's just making it happen. I'm not sure, I need to get on his cam more, but I think teleports is one way that engineers make it happen, but I'm sure he's getting those kills. I am just sure.
Nice backstab there by Repo taking on Heine. They have their Medical Eye, Prosperity, and they're going to have crits here any moment. They currently have 100%, so at any point in time, they can just pop it. No team currently owning the point right now. However, Red has a little bit of time on the point. Captain goes down, but they still have the crits here. Soldier comes in, he's going to force it, gets the medic drop. Nice work there by Snake.
Definitely held onto the crits for way too long. I'm not sure what they were doing there. Umph, the demo man, was ready and willing to go several times with that crits, but Prosperity just did not pop. And definitely the Syndicate taking advantage of that drop.
Yeah, so a bit unlucky engagement there. I guess it was a lack of information on where the opponent player was that they didn't push there. Because, yeah, that we see that a lot in higher and lower divisions, that if you keep holding on to that crits, you just increase the chance of something going wrong the longer you wait.
Pop it, don't drop it, and etc. Seeing Snake Kryptonite get in behind the lines a little bit, not able to do anything with significant with it, and Ruin meanwhile stopping those flanks from the pool house and doing again. Good job taking down the heavy right there. In on Umph, the demo man. Let's see if he can take him out. No, Ruin goes down.
I've just been watching the middle point here, and it doesn't really look like anybody came out on top of that one. Everybody just died left and right, and then there's just the long-range classes left for some reason. So definitely dealing blows here as Jake body shots the spy, and it's going to be forced to fall back a lot of times on the point here. As we see Prosperity still using that crit screen. Both medics still running crits, it seems.
Yep, so far it's been pretty successful. Both of them have had successful crits, so no reason to go for Uber yet. And there's absolutely no reason to ever go for Quick Fix, so...
And also the sniper for Max is running the Razorback, which of course I always rip on in every single cast I do. That item is just not good at all. but he has really good aim, so I guess he can make up for it that way. Oh, nice stabs here coming in, cleaning up a couple of players there.
Yeah, Repo from East Square, electronic espionage. So he and Stabby are probably friends. This could probably get awkward. But
Yeah.
Repo doing some nice work. He's actually top on his team by 10 points. Wow, so he's been doing nice work. He actually has 10 more points than, or 13 more points than Stabby, so interesting. Oh, trying to get on the point, but runs into a crit rocket right there from Snake Kryptonite. So GPS is someone not familiar, as familiar with teams as I am, I guess. What are you seeing right here from either team that is dictating how this match is going?
I'm seeing that like they're basically using mirror strategies at this point. And it just seems that the Syndicate barely comes out on top of this time. They seem to be slightly better at focusing down players, taking them one at a time. And they also just seem to put on more aggression here. Right now, it looks like the Heavy was about to overextend, but then he comes back. So you really got to be careful running around here. But I guess they have full control. Stabby. Oh, he is in a really good position right now. The Pyro actually gets him and removes his bicycle, and he's forced to decloak. So he was being denied there. But I think he's going to be ambassadoring his way and take out the Sniper with the Razorback eventually. No, he's just hanging out in the spawn, not really doing anything. And the Heavy runs right past him. Oh, will he get the Heavy outside of the spawn with some nice body shots there? Of course, the Heavy running the gloves, running urgently. Make you take mini crits. So that nice little spy play there.
Yeah, Savage is so great with that aim on the
but he gave 25% Uber to Prosperity with that Uber sauce, so that is definitely something you don't want to do. Now they have an Uber advantage thanks to Stabby. Stabby being out of position there and actually allowing himself to get hit by that Uber saw.
Yeah, so maybe not the best play right there, but he did get the teleporter, so that's something. Teleporter's not extremely essential in King of the Hill, especially Lakeside, which is so small, but definitely something at least.
I'm just watching Blaze here, really going for the roamer. He's using the gunboats, which makes him want to like jump around a lot. But we've seen a lot of roamers actually go for the black box and the gunboats when they're doing super jumpy business here, which is like something new. I think we'll be seeing a lot more in the future. So it's like kind of being experimented. Crits here going down for Max and just kills absolutely everything. There's an engineer left on a point, but he is not going to last. Kind of just standing on the crit stick and just accepting his fate.
And Maxlander takes the point. Still about 2 minutes left for them to defend, so definitely have their work cut out for them, but definitely not impossible.
And now Jake is far in the back here, but he's being pressured here. We've seen that these snipers are really good, and this is like a map that really helps. If you have a sniper alive, it's really going to help. But keep in mind, a sniper is never better than you allow him to be. So we've seen the other soldiers and scouts and spies just constantly bother the snipers. They're usually not allowed to stay in one spot for too long before some kind of action is taken to shut them down. Oh, nice shot there by Bra, taking down Soup in midair with that little headshot there.
Hero is trying to find one of their camps. Ooh, Stabby on the point takes down Dagon Crowd right there. So nice pick to take down that heavy pass.
Bra takes down Jake too, so big sniper advantage right now. And the thing is, if you have a sniper alive and the enemy team needs to capture the point, he's just in a so good position here. He has been doing so much work here. And fairly untouched, but still, it's not going to be enough. They're going to cap the point, taking it up to 2-0.
Heinz says
if you had Girardi, you could, throw it at any point in time.
Oh, don't even start. Well,
I'm just saying, brah.
What do you think of the sniper rifle choice by Jake?
I guess he wants to be really loud. Loud and intimidating. I wouldn't really use it because it's really loud, but it's not louder than the sniper rifle, but it's a lot more distinct, it stands out a bit more. But it's definitely more intimidating, I guess, just like mentally. Stabby here on the point with his stabby action, but it's going to get shut down by a soldier jumping on him. So we're seeing Jake here being pressured by a scout. But we've seen Jake and Ruin actually work very well together here, but he's going to be taken out by this scout. There's nothing you can do about it. Hulk with the crits gets taken up by a headshot. Because the counter to crits is just to kill them. We've seen that a lot this game.
Absolutely. Especially with teams who have just such good DM. And Blaze getting in there, taking it down to Hein. Blaze has been doing a really good job of keeping Hein honest.
Comes the soldier bomb right the Syndicate. Or gets taken out by an air rocket by Blaze.
Yeah, Blaze, another ESCA invite player, very good. We have a couple of them too. Usually
you say that the Heavy's minigun is an anti-aircraft gun, but SK blazes rocket launcher is a SAM. It's a surface to air missile. That's how good he is with that thing.
There you go.
Oh, nice engagement here by the Syndicate, being on the high ground, using those stickies to shut down the movement. The Pyro actually blasting the heavy to the other side here. Taking him down. I really like that. It's like, I'll push him in the air. Sniper, you shoot him. It's like when they pull those clay birds and they yell pull, and then you shoot them.
The ski shooting, yep.
However, I think the sniper should have gotten an orange vest in that point to just make up for that. Yeah, so we see. Oh, Heine here. Oh, they were in there.
Nice coming down with everybody. Oh,
and they're below and not the best engagement.
Oh man.
Oh, well, he is gonna get this heavy though. The heavy's real. Yeah, he gets him. Yeah. Not the perfect engagement, but he got the job done. That was so good positioning right there and perfect engagement. Almost.
But the first sticky was not crits, and that's what made the difference.
Oh, yeah, right.
So a little bit of a missed call right there. So too bad here. Meanwhile, comes a crits from Maxlander's demo, trying to get something in there, actually not able to connect, but will succeed in pushing the Syndicate off the point. But once that crits is over, Syndicate is pushing right back very, very aggressively. I like it, but they're going to have to watch out for this demo spam coming over the point. And indeed, Soup is doing a good job. Oh, but then he's taken out right there by Oof.
A lot of players dead for the Syndicate right now, and the Heavy just doesn't simply have the health enough to contest it, but eventually he's going to do that. He's not going to have a sandwich on the point there because that's a bit too risky. They get it back. Max clock is ticking down. And they really got to fortify their position right now. I'd really like to see them do something similar. They have a slight Uber advantage, so I wonder if they're going to be able to utilize that for something here. Alpha pressuring the Syndicate soldier here in the pool before Ruin shows up, and then he's like, oh wait, that's Ruin. I guess I'm dead.
Yeah, a little bit. So Dave, the engineer for the Syndicate, is still second in points, and I'm not actually understanding what he's doing right here. It must be the teleports, because he sets up his sentry gun usually in defensive positions and then just goes slow scout and up in the...
Actually, his interest in getting the last hit on most of the players here. He just puts them up in a really good spot and he just does the finishing blow to them and he's like steals a lot of kills that way.
Okay, alright.
A good way to deal with Ruin is just put a sentry down and just hang around that, and Ruin can't really touch you before that sentry's down, because sentries are good against scouts regardless. Oh, Ruin here, gonna pressure the medic here, but eventually gets taken out by a sticky, being body blocked there. Some nice action going on. Jake here being counter-sniped by Bra. And somebody says something about Colored Rain. They have crits right now, and at any point in time, they can just go with it. So they're gonna go, yeah, crits popped in the pool, gets the medic. Bye-bye, Heine. And that was all they got with that crits. It was one kill, it seemed like. And then the soldier's gonna bomb in, but gets taken out by Yamai's mini sentry.
There you go. Mini sentry also good for
bombing left and right. There's just so much action going on, and they're dealing blows left and right. They're kind of like, well, I'm going down, but I'm taking you with me, and everybody's doing that. And at the end of the day, nobody's left on the point.
Very aggressive, very DM heavy, and when you have it top players such as this, it's kind of a crapshoot of what goes on, and obviously utter chaos too. Watching Day right now just doing a great job dodging a wrangled mini sentry. Eventually does go down right there, but he's just dodging like a scout. Excellent play right there.
Crits pop on the Heavy for Max, taking out a soldier, and is not going to be able to take out the Heavy because Heavy can't shoot through walls.
Oh,
just shoot through Pulk anyway. And then he gets lobbed in the air and then burned to death. Oh, here comes Spy though. Gets the stab on Heine. Ooh, that's not going to feel good. He would have died anyway. There's just so much red presence on the point here. And Max takes it back, and they're looking pretty strong right now.
Yeah, only about 30 seconds left for them to hold this point. We'll see what kind of last-minute strat the Syndicate throws out. Have to get a little aggressive right here. Well, a little meaning a lot aggressive. Probably won't have a crit to charge with unless they force this into overtime.
I've also watched Dave's cam, and I think the reason he is like one of the top tier engineers is that he has bound every single engineer operation to a key, I think. Because whenever he builds something, he just builds it immediately. You don't see him pulling up the build PDA, because that actually is like one click left you really don't want to have. So he's just maximizing his config. It's important. And you engineers, take notes. You should bind your keys.
Meh. I would argue with that. But we can argue another time.
Here is the crits, though. I'm just trying to see what they're doing. They're putting a crits. Oh, crit sticky! Oh, it doesn't really connect. Oh, a bit unfortunate there. I could almost gotten the demo man, but they've done some pipe down there. Here comes some rollers. However, it was the guy with a really white name. Oomph, yeah. Can totally read that. And they got 30 seconds to do this. Keep in mind, all that Max has to do is cap the point at this time. And we see Ruin shutting down Bra, giving the sniper advantage to Jake right now.
Here comes the Syndicate out from the pool house, but they've been spotted out by Oomph, who's just sending a ton of demo spam right there. So we'll gotta watch out for the pool house as the Syndicate tries to get onto the point, but they're not going to be able to because they're just being sequestered into the pool house right now. We'll see if they can come out, finally getting some kills on the point. Only 3 up right now for Maxlander, and looks like this will be another point cap for the Syndicate.
Yeah. Also, big shout out there to Jake. They actually took down the heavy in the pool room, and that is halftime.
I believe it is, yes.
After the non-existent commercial break. And are we ready to go into the game yet, Kip?
I believe we are on the count of 3. 3, 2, 1. And we are here with the second half underway. I'm going to watch Soup now on his rollout again as Demo, doing the same thing he did in the first half, which is just send stickies over the battlement, over the point, trying to discourage Maxlander from getting anybody up.
I like this aggression from the Syndicate here. Pyro goes flying for some reason here. People just flying and dying left and right. Pollock goes down, though. That's going to slow down their push as they have their heavy ally. But Stabby comes in here and actually gets stolen the kill from... Ruin actually kills the heavy before Stabby got the chance. He's like, it was my kill. And Ruin's like, nope, it was mine.
That's what you get for having to invite player around Highlander.
Yeah.
But
so
yeah,
already...
pushing up and taking control of the point, already doing a good job of that. They have their crits, and Soup is pushed up very far right now.
Oh, look at Ruin. He's in a hiding spot here. He is hiding on top of the sniper battlement on the other side. He's just hanging out there, man.
Ooh, watching as the crits just completely failed right there. But where is Ruin? Let's find.
Oh, no, he actually moved. He isn't hiding it. I guess he was like, well, nobody's here. Guess I'll go kill somebody. Prosperity only at 11 health, though. He's going to fall back. He has a full Uber. He is still running the crits here, and they really need to make something happen. Time is ticking away.
And right now, the Syndicate has a pretty good defensive positioning up here near the tunnel. They're actually going to fall back here as the soldier for Maxlander gets up on the battlements. Will be pressuring them now into the pool house, taking a lot of spam, but it looks like TMP will be able to reflect and save his medic. So Heine gets out of there with about 70% intact. Here comes the crits, and they're spamming the pool house. They got intel that that's where the Syndicate is, but the Syndicate has thus moved.
Nice pipe there, taking down Heine. It wasn't even a crit pipe. He got him with a direct normal roller in the air. Broad takes down Jake, so sniper advantage for Max right now. And Snake Kryptonite is actually running the direct hit of all things. I want to see if he can make it work. And then we're just going to watch Ruin just kill everybody instead.
Yeah, same old, same old. We're actually getting word that Prosperity is female. And I'm really sad about that, Prosperity. Shout out to Prosperity female gamers, especially in competitive situations. Always, always awesome. So, Prosperity, girl.
Prosperity. So, you go, girl! That was my contribution. Now I got a lot of haters for some reason, and we're seeing it popping it on the soldier here. Getting some nice crit rocket off, killing Polk, the heavy. He goes down to a crit rocket here, and then he's going to be burned to death and blown to bits, courtesy of Soup and TMP.
But it looks like Blaze overextended right there, and now there's not going to be anybody left for Maxlander to defend this point. The Syndicate going to be able to push in here, doing a nice job, waiting for that crits to wear off and then just...
Oh, this demo man is going to go down for Max here. The soldier is hunting him down. I think he is in... No, he didn't grab the health kit. Okay. The demo was really low. He actually flew across the map, and then he taunted while on fire, and 50 left.
That's ballsy. That is ballsy.
So we got Bra here. He's looking at the sky as if he's looking for dragons in Skyrim. Traveler, and those damn soldiers might swoop down at any time.
You know, with such good jumpers as we have seen today, it's not a bad idea to keep your eyes skyward.
Yeah, I mean, they just show up out of nowhere. They just come so fast because they're so good at it. And there's like really nothing you can do. It's like, oh, there's a soldier on top of my head now. Well, I guess I'm dead. Is usually what's happened to the medics this round. They've been jumped a lot. And Jake here actually surfing away on a rocketeer, only 25 health. Rocking it like a boss. I'm gonna chill out with the dispenser and have a little conversation with his pyro buddy there.
Yeah, they're just the water cooler talk, you know, same old. Just another day at the office for these guys. Jake going down on the point then as Maxlander coming with their push. Don't have an Uber or anything, but just being very aggressive. Heine's about 50%, getting bombed right now by Blaze. Really go down. He is, Blaze is all on top of him with the equalizer. And still alive though. Will Heine be able to escape from this? Now being challenged by the scout, but in comes Ruin to save him.
Heine is Neo, okay? Not only did he dodge the escape plan, but he also dodged a scout completely. And then he was fine with 55% Uber, still building, so building fairly quickly. Gonna have a significant Uber advantage, which of course they're gonna utilize. Everything is worth. Jake here with the headshot on Bra as he is strafing. Let's see, he just runs into his crosshair, he just pulls the trigger ever so lightly, taking him out here. As we see Polk actually taking some damage from the other side of the point there, some stickies going on. Heine has Uber, but then the spy just stabs him in the back and then he is dead.
Ah, that's usually how that goes. But Syndicate still able to push up without that medic. They do have nice numbers, but are taking a lot of damage as they continue to push into the little, I don't know, what do you call this area between the battlements and the point?
The area between the battlements and the point. That's what we call it. I like right now I'm seeing the Syndicate remind me of wasps, angry wasps. Like you kill their hive and then they just go super angry. I mean, they lost their medic and they lost their Uber and they're like, yeah, just push really hard. And then they did it. So 10 seconds left. Max needs to put some time on the point here.
Don't have a lot of players.
Oh. And it's currently overtime. It doesn't look like there's no way Max can do this. It's too many the Syndicate here on the point, and they take it up, and that is GG.
It is indeed. What an excellent game, even though it's 4-0. Very, very close right there. Maxlander definitely had put up a good fight.
Yeah, so any final words on that game besides it was really good?
Yes, it was really good and it was very close. Congrats to the Syndicates, who is still, after this game, was still undefeated, so we'll see what they bring for the rest of the season.
And if you are new to Highlander and you don't know who the Syndicate are, you should pay attention, you newbie. They're like the best of the best. They're like the best team in Team Fortress 2 in Highlander right now. And if you want to see more of them, you should definitely check out the show match that Vanilla TV did between SNSD, Europe's best team, versus America's best team. And you can see how America deals with our peons, as you call us, Kip. Yeah, thanks for joining us in the KiPS studio.
Yes, thank you to everybody. Continue to check out our streams. I am youtube.com/falafel1066.
I am youtube.com/hightgpstf2.
Well, there we go. I think that's about it for us, guys. Thanks so much for joining us.